Everybody, we are live, and if you look at my face, I bought some age-defying serum. Anybody ever buy some age-defying serum? The woman who sold it to me says that after many years, whatever is left in the bottle won't have aged at all.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian Keith Ellis.
Yeah.
Plus funny songs from Tom T-Bone Stankus and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez. And much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hey. At home, you can hear me. Oh my gosh, the computer works. And Keith Ellis is here from his compound. There's a compound in Arizona. It's a desert compound, and as we've said, he'll be reading his manifesto to us.
Somehow he has the best internet.
And he has the best internet, and because of him, we need a ballroom. I think. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show. I'm Brad Tassell, and I cannot be more pleased that along with me for the more than 6 years, Steve Goodie has been here. Always dressed up, always taking charge and running things because I can't. And even more exciting is Patti Vasquez.
Yay!
Shows up after the main course and before whatever dessert is planned, and maybe a drink or two and a gummy. It's fantastic. We also have a show for the ages. We have a show for the ages with our super comedian buddy and friend Keith Ellis, who I worked with in my hometown of Mishawaka, Indiana, one day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gone, Keith. Been gone a long time. And but my friend's daughter is redesigning the entire 100 Center of that. Nobody cares. Plus, superstar, literal superstar, Tom T-Bone Stankus is our musical guest. And man, do we have a lot of extra people here for that. We've got over 9 people here to watch the show.
Wow.
Up from our height of 4, which is just people in the show. So it's fantastic.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, Roger.
Hey, Jordan. Right. See, that's 2 of the 4 right there. And that's go to virtualcomedyshow.com. Click join the show if you're watching on Facebook and you want to be in the room and shut the hell up when you're in here. Don't talk. Or don't have somebody come in your room and give you medicine and talk either. So I'm talking to you, my brother. So here we go. Did y'all see today? 81-year-old Rudy Giuliani is in critical condition. And I think it's pneumonia now is what we've learned. On Friday, during his podcast, America's Mayor Live, he said he felt a bit under the weather and had a cough. And by weather, he meant that it ended his pact with Satan. That's why he's in jail.
Oh, boy. Ooh.
And now Trump is going to go on and say that I've attacked, because Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about him 2 weeks ago, and now it's bad because he got sick today. All right. The Kentucky Derby, did we all watch?
Yes.
No.
We watched. I rarely watched, but we were all at a restaurant watching together. It was beautiful. The Kentucky Derby was Saturday, and the winning horse came literally from the back of the pack. It was the last horse to win. Golden Tempo was a 23-1 long shot.
25-1.
25-1. Really? It ended up 25?
I almost bet on that one, and
now,
then I didn't.
The top 3 horses, which started the race in first, didn't even finish in the top 5, and their owners said that's the reason we need a $400 million ballroom. Every joke this show is going to end.
Everyone.
With us needing a
I'm way ahead of you.
Ballroom. Trump is trying to punish Germany by removing a large number of troops from U.S. bases in the country. Oh, no. The German government is panicking, though, and said to Trump, but can they come back for Oktoberfest? We don't need them the rest of the year, but we could use the money for beer. Okay, great.
That's why we need a ballroom.
That's why we need a ballroom. That's why we need a 400. That's where you got to put them someplace in the United States when they come here. It's the ballroom. Sorry, I'm taking a sip.
In
By the way, you can get this mug. Just send me $104.
Oh,
And I'll
God.
send you one. $104.
That's a deal.
Yeah, you send $104, I will get you a mug. And
Carlos
Carlos,
here.
new research says that 20% of boys 12 to 16 are not interested in dating girls because they have AI girlfriends. Yep. Well, because the AI girlfriends don't play games with your emotions. There's no awkward silences in conversation. They never cancel. They never argue. It's said that these it's said that these kind of relationships, though, will keep boys from learning valuable lessons about compromise and dealing with interpersonal relationships, meaning that only having AI girlfriends means they'll be happy for the rest of their lives. Happy. Okay. That's one of those jokes that was long.
Yeah, we call those long jokes.
There were a lot of moving parts to that one. Did you say a Chick-fil-A employee stole $80,000 by refunding the purchase of macaroni and cheese that was never bought to his credit card?
Oh, wow.
Does that make sense? Weird. $80,000. Now, at first, he tried to do the scam by ordering nuggets, but he kept eating them, and he lost $35,000 because the nuggets are really good. Even though I haven't had one in 12 years, I haven't eaten meat. But anyway, Spirit Airlines shut down.
Oh, man.
With no notice and left thousands of travelers thrilled they didn't have to go.
Nice.
Spirit of Airlines passed. Yes.
Cancel that flight life insurance.
Yeah. Well, they all spent only $82 for the ticket, so they didn't lose it. A United Airlines flight at Newark Airport was flying too close to traffic and hit a bakery truck with its tire approaching the runway.
Wow.
Picture that, coming in, hit it, then landed. There were no injuries, but the driver of the bakery truck did arrive at his destination with one more loaf he dropped.
There's a lot of ways you could have gone with that, and you went that way.
I know. So many horrible things I could have said. That's the worst.
That's my number 2 favorite joke of yours.
Wah, wah.
And the plane hit a light pole in the airport, too.
Yes.
I apologize to everyone at home, but now it gets worse. While strolling through the woods in the Czech Republic, a young woman stumbled on a pot filled with 2,150 medieval silver coins worth a small fortune.
Wow.
Y'all hear about that? Amazing.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
She brought the treasure home, but the find has now been contested by 7 little bearded men who said that bitch didn't cook for us once. Those are some angry dwarves.
Yes, that's what was indicated by the
That was
gesticulation.
indicated in the joke. Barry Manilow's 82.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. He has postponed his Las Vegas concert as he is recovering from lobectomy, but the singer says he is fine and performing soon, which is good news for one woman who said if he doesn't come back and get on stage, when Mandy comes, she's going to start taking.
She always gave without taking. I think that's the point.
She's
Yeah.
taking. She's gonna take.
Yeah, now she's taking.
That was convoluted, but I tried.
This is where I really turn into Ed McMahon.
May your bakery camel drop a loaf
On the runway, yes.
on the runway. May your bakery. I put a camel. I don't know why it's a camel. Hey, this is so cool. Okay, I find fun stuff. 3 radio stations in Cincinnati get to use the WKRP call letters.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to start using them in a 3. Well, they're all owned by the same company, so it's going to be like because they cover the whole area. So 3 stations, and it's going to be a lovely nostalgic look at the 50-year-old iconic series. They also promise to stick to the original rock and roll format of the show. They will say booger, but as God is their witness, they won't celebrate Thanksgiving.
And we can all be thankful for that.
We can all be thankful because turkeys don't fly, really. Okay.
Neither do bread trucks, apparently.
Bread truck, no, dude. Yes, boy, but those loaves. Has anyone seen Devil Wears Prada 2 yet?
Not yet, but we're going to.
You are? When?
This weekend, I believe Bill and Bethany and I are going to go to the drive-in just south of Lebanon, Tennessee.
Aw, that's so. What car? What car?
We haven't decided on a car yet. We're thinking about bicycles. I'll get back to you on this.
Can you take bicycles to a?
No, I'm kidding. It just seemed like a necessary question to answer.
If you take your car, who's sitting in the back of a Prius to watch a movie?
Well, the thing, here's what you do. You back in and you open the tailgate.
Want everybody on camera.
Yeah, but 3 of you aren't fitting in the tailgate of a
No,
Prius.
4 of us are.
So what you're saying is you're taking lawn chairs.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody needs a truck. One of you needs to start getting a country music thing going.
Absolutely right.
So the Devil Wears Prada 2 made $233 million in its first weekend. Wow. Dwarfing the $100 million budget and guaranteeing Meryl Streep will be in at least one sequel, The Dead Wears Prada.
That's nice. Very nice.
She'll be so old. Okay. Trump blamed Joe Biden for the Spirit Airlines closure. Surprise, surprise. It's all Joe Biden's fault. He also made sure to add that Sleepy Joe also refused to open the Strait of Hormuz, continues to block much needed coal mining efforts, and twice last week pooped down his pants. Twice.
Oh my.
During a signing. All right. Hey, one more, and then the joke of the week, which you'll all say that's a joke, maybe. Republicans have always been so conservative about drug use, but for some reason, the Washington right wing is embracing LSD. Did you know that?
Really?
Psychedelic drugs. They're saying, hey, supporting Trump is a lot easier on blotter acid.
Probably true.
They're also saying if things get worse, we're calling Kevorkian, who I think is dead, but I don't. Yeah, they've already embraced marijuana. Not me. Somebody wrote that we've already embraced marijuana. I haven't. Anybody up there embracing marijuana?
I've never embraced it.
Have you smoked it?
Well, yeah, but you don't embrace it.
Really?
That's crazy.
How much
They'll lock you up.
How much pot have you smoked?
Half a joint 40 years ago.
Okay, so this isn't a thing you've done recently. This is something
I may finish it this weekend at the movies.
Oh, you're gonna. They call that a roach clip.
Oh, you really know the lingo.
Back in the 70s, they have a little clip, and it was like
we know what it is. We're aware.
And I was like,
Thank you, doctor.
who wants to do that? Okay, joke of the week. And then Steve, we're ready to go. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
You all gonna know this. You're gonna know this as soon as I say it. What did Luke say when they knocked out his 2 front teeth? May the 4th be with you.
Hey. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. It's Brad Tassell.
If I said Skywalker, you'd all jumped in, but I didn't. Yeah. Well, I didn't want it to be too obvious. So
that's good. I really didn't know, and then I thought, I should have known that. So I think you've done your job.
Yes, we did.
Then all right, I take the rest of the day off.
That's right, and it's time for this.
Oh yeah,
here we go. Boy, there's been a lot in the news recently. It's been hard to pick which thing to make a top 10 list about. So many things. And one thing I'd like to point out is Bob here will not do the show anymore until he gets a $400 million Bob room.
Hold on. Who's talking? What?
Hey, who's talking? If you guys are talking to each other, we can hear you. Okay. All right. But what I decided on.
I hate to say it, it's your dad.
I think it is my dad. Okay. I'm muting my dad, which is a power I wish I'd had.
I got it. He's done.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Thanks, Dad. All right. What you decided to land on this week is top 10 reasons why flying Spirit Airlines is still a good idea. There's more than one. I was amazed. And I would like to thank my mother and Dorian for helping with this list across the kitchen table. Top 10 reasons why flying Spirit Airlines is still a good idea. Number 10. Planes which are disassembled and sold for scrap rarely crash. Number 9. Lost luggage is a thing of the past when you just stay home and watch The Pit.
Yeah.
Number 8. Customer service has never been better. Number 7. Have you seen a Greyhound station? I'd rather wait at the airport even if I'm not going anywhere. Number 6. A big yellow bird would never leave me stranded. This has just been brought to you by the letters FU and the numbers 8647.
Oh, yeah.
10 reasons why flying Spirit Airlines is still a good idea. Number 5. Maybe the truck that's towing your plane to the junkyard will go through the Bahamas.
Yeah, maybe.
Possible. Number 4. All 300 comedians who can't pay full price and now can't get to their gigs will have to share one Volkswagen as God intended.
Wow.
I added reverb. It's special. Good. Number 3. Christy Nome just got a job as a Spirit flight attendant.
Service animals don't go.
Number 2. And Kash Patel is in line to clean the bathrooms. And the number 1 reason why flying Spirit Airlines is still a good idea, since Spirit died on Saturday, this is the 3rd day, so they will rise again. Fly Holy Spirit Airlines!
That was the best one ever.
Yeah, that was very
good
good.
work.
That's,
One was-
y'all need to donate now.
Yeah. Now before you see the rest of this thing.
Thanks,
Donate
Mom.
now. We had that.
Truth.
Me gonna
Yeah,
donate.
we
Where's
need
Patty?
Patty. She's here somewhere.
I
I
got her.
just
Damn.
saw her. I
Hi.
just saw her. There you
Hello.
go. Hey,
There she
Patty.
is.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
She
Hello.
did the walk. Her face is red.
I know. Yeah, we went walking today.
Yeah.
It was a little, yeah, it's all good. Hi.
Walking's good.
It
I
was
like
beautiful,
walking.
and now it's cold again in Chicago.
How
I know,
far
it's
do you
surprising.
walk?
We do about, so Declan's got an adaptive bike.
Yeah.
So it's a big tricycle. We do about 2.5 to 3 miles with him.
Wow.
Woo-hoo.
But it takes us about 40 minutes because, yeah, take our time.
That's
So,
takes me an hour and a half. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah,
I'm still walking it. What are you crazy? So okay, well that's fun. Now what are we doing?
Yeah.
Steve?
I think it's time to do the intro. Are you ready, Patty?
I will try.
Here we go.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy?
Patty's not sure, Patty's not From lunatics winning their local races to major league wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicapped spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
Yes, and you're live from your golden ballroom.
First of all, there's so much that has happened that I don't even know where to begin because I wish I could do. What I should do is like a recap during my Patty
Yes.
melt.
Yes.
Because first of all, I have been doing Spirit Airlines material for quite a while, and and then it was called Hack. But the reason so many comics talked about Spirit Airlines was because of what Steve said. We were always trying to save money, but it was never saving money because if you had a carry-on bag, it was like, I don't know what, $600, and a check bag was $250. Like you had to join the club for $9 for $79 tickets. And so I had that material, and I think I did it here before, where like the flight attendants would do, in case of emergency, they point the X's and they do the sign of the cross because we're all going to die. But the joke about that is that they actually never had any fatalities. They never had any crashes, which is impressive. And I'm kind of sad now watching all the videos of people who work for Spirit Airlines. Guys, check out some of these Instagram accounts. Really funny and sweet. On the job, before they were fired, they were like having a great time. And maybe that's why the company wasn't doing well, because they were all making Instagram videos. But anyway, but it wasn't a well-run business. I don't care. Like, I remember, and I know they got better, they got new planes. But do you guys remember, like 15 years ago, you would get on a Spirit Airlines flight and the seats wouldn't even match? They were like Frankenplanes. It was like pieces of other planes. Anyway, I just don't think it was a well-run business. And here's Joe Kilgallen, another comedian in Chicago, made a great point. Just because you run a business doesn't mean you get to keep the business if you don't run it well. But yes, also gas prices and a war we didn't need to start. And also is Biden and Buttigieg's fault, by the way. You know, right. Buttigieg.
Right.
At any rate. Yeah, so all the things. I just remember the only Spirit airline, the last Spirit Airlines flight I was on. This is the noise the plane made pushing away from the jetway. It went, and I was like, I'm sorry. That's a plane that doubts itself. It's like, we're not going to make it.
Just can't get into second gear is what it means.
A little engine that didn't think so.
Exactly. And so I'm going to miss doing my Spirit Airlines jokes. So there's that. But I do travel a lot, and you're right, Steve. Now they have to pile in the car. Only now the gas price, like what's worse? Are the car gas prices or the flying price? And we had a caller on my show today yelling because we had a journalist. We had an award-winning journalist from Wisconsin, from the recombobulation area, talking about the prices in Wisconsin, how manufacturing is suffering, how agriculture is suffering. And this guy called up. He lives in Illinois, and he was screaming, calling us liars. He's like, I drive up and down Wisconsin and it's fine. You're in your car and the gas is cheaper in Wisconsin. What are you talking about? It is very expensive. I had to go to U Chicago. For those who don't know, U Chicago is on the south side of Chicago. It is the most expensive. Have I said this to you guys before? It is the most expensive university in the United States.
And what are you paying?
That my son goes to.
Wow.
What are you paying?
Yes.
What are you paying?
0.
Yeah!
Full room.
Yay!
Anyway.
Oh!
Yeah, 4 years, full room and board. He's graduating. He's graduating in June. But I went for his very last performance. So my son, I know it's hard to believe that I have a son who's on stage. So they did. Okay, so I have a couple problems. I don't know where to start with. Okay, let me tell you about the experience about going to the theater. Now, U Chicago, smartest kids. I'm not the smartest, I think, but tell me what you think. So I had a ticket. I showed him this kid on the way in. I show him my ticket. He points to the door where I should go. So I go in, and there is not a single open seat available in the entire theater. Right? So I walk back out, and I go, "There's no seats." And he goes, "I know." What? He goes, "Yeah, I have to walk you upstairs to the mezzanine." I'm like, that seems like good information to have before you point to the door of the theater where there's no seats that you know there are no seats for. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if he just like watching somebody's mom just suffer. And then he walks me up to a mezzanine, and it's not even a mezzanine. It's just a concrete ledge with the seats 4 feet back from a metal railing. So, and all the seats are hooked together. There's like 10 of us up there that he did the exact same thing to every single time. I'm like, is this a bit? And in case you're wondering, the production was arsenic and old lace.
Oh yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is. And I don't want to go into my history, but this is a movie I love with Cary Grant. Absolutely fantastic movie. He's very funny. But it's like, I haven't seen it in a long time, and it's interesting. Okay, this could be dark, guys, and I shouldn't make it dark. It's just funny. I'm just saying it's a play about serial killers who bury their victims in the basement. And I know. Women. So, but here's the thing. Jonathan is also a serial killer, because remember, he's mad that the ants might have more killings. Anyway, the kid who played Bela Lugosi was great. So no, it was very good. But the argument after the play was fascinating, which Griffin and his girlfriend Roma, who's beautiful. My son is over his skis. I mean, he's a handsome young man, but her parents are doctors, and I'm like, hold on to her because you want to be a writer. Yeah, lock that down. But she was saying she felt that the ants who were killing lonely old men who didn't have any family was more justifiable. Like, you could understand where they were coming from. And then I was like, maybe don't lock that down. Don't lock that down.
Well, luckily he didn't have any money. She's got the money, so that's good.
Yes, but maybe she's a black widow. I don't know. You know what they do?
Cary Grant, so it'll be good.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? Someday I'll talk to you guys in person about the casting of this play. There was not just gender bending. There was just imagine. Well, who was the who was on the Hollywood Squares? Charles
Nelson Riley.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Charles Nelson Riley. Imagine him playing Mortimer in Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh,
Lord.
wow.
That would be. Yeah.
And it was funny because he really did seem angry at his fiance the whole time. Like he didn't want it to happen. I'm sorry. This is a deep cut. No one's seen Arsenic and Old Lace.
I have seen it.
I have.
Okay, good. 3 of us. That's me, Brad, and Steve.
Hey, and on a normal show, that's a third of the audience. So you did very
I'm
well.
just saying. Check it out.
There's no way Barrett hasn't seen it. No way Alice
Yeah,
hasn't seen
that's
it.
true.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Even
Before we
Chuck has
go-
seen it.
There you go. So no one. It's fine. I'm just saying. Imagine Charles Nelson Riley playing.
Now I
Mortimer.
can't imagine anything else.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I think that should be the way it should be thought of from now on. Before we go, I do have to end on something about Dementia Donnie, which is that on Friday he gave a speech about how Democrats, again, and he's done this before, he has said that Democrats made up the word affordability. If we did, it's because of his policies. Have a good night, everybody.
Patti Vasquez, everybody.
Wow, Steve. So, was it the Charles Nelson Riley from Lidville? Remember Lidville? That show.
I don't know Lidville. It was just an interesting choice because it there was a point where someone said one of the ants says you're a man now, and the audience started laughing.
Okay, he goes, "Oh yes, I'm a man."
Wow.
It was
my
a little
was-
interesting.
that was-
I'm just saying.
I don't even know what that was, but it was
Yes.
something.
No, I loved the show. I loved the.
Oh, I love the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
and the kid who played Teddy, their nephew, who thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt, was brilliant. And seriously, the kid who played Bela Lugosi's part was everybody was great. There was just some interesting directorial choices.
There were sweet old lady murderers of many people. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, my son played one of the ants. He played Aunt Abby.
He played one of the ants.
Right.
Yes.
Is you Chicago an all boys school? That's fantastic. couldn't find any women, but that's great.
No, Aunt Martha was a woman. She was. I hate to say it. She was the best thing in the play. She was great.
Okay. Great.
Anyway,
but I love you being in the balcony, and you're right. He knew who the losers were, and he's like, "This is what you're not getting. Get upstairs."
yeah, it was very much like you should have gotten here earlier.
Yeah. Or did he say, so these are all the people on scholarship? These people aren't paying the tuition. The 150,000 a year tuition.
Yeah.
They're down there. That's where they are.
Well, one more thing. I came in, and so this is weird to explain, but Griffin actually has kind of a fan club on campus. So he's in an improv group. It was interesting. I heard people. Why does it say? So my name is Bonin legally, and my husband's name is Jones. So Griffin has Griffin Bonin Jones, and there were kids having an argument about his last name, like why he didn't have a hyphen, and they didn't know who I was. And I walked in, I'm like, because I was not going to be a Jones.
Yeah. You weren't keeping up with those idiots. Let me tell you that. So,
No.
so what's his major? What's he finishing up in?
History and creative writing.
So graduate school is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But that's
This may seem unrelated, but when I was in Northern Ireland, I actually found a Sweeney Todd barber shop.
Wow.
And they have one of those signs out front. You can change the letters so it's a different message every day. And the day I was there, the message was just a little off the top.
I love that.
Did
Amazing.
you dare lean back too far? You're like, hey, wait a minute.
Wait. Oh, watch the neck.
I saw now, since we're talking about this, back in the day, I went to Sweeney Todd and Angela Lansbury was in it.
Wow.
No.
Yep. I
That's
saw
fantastic.
her on the nationwide tour back in 70 something.
You are older than even I thought.
Carter in Ain't Misbehaving. Nell Carter doing the
Amazing.
tour. I know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, hey, everybody's in now, Steve. So we got to get rid of Patty.
I saw Christopher Plummer play John Barrymore in a one-man show. I just wanted to throw that.
Wow.
I heard her, she
Anyway.
begs.
saw
Hey, we got to have some music in here.
I saw Cameron Manheim in a musical. Yeah, bring in Tom. I saw Cameron Manheim in a musical on Broadway, and I can't remember the name, but it was a lot of sign language. And then she was on our tour of Northwest with her kid when we took my Northwestern. So I got to talk to her. I got to talk to her about her being in the Broadway show. She was.
See, these are fun things.
Yeah, and she said, "Stop talking to me. Why are you talking to me?" And then my
she
daughter
wanted to both stop talking.
from Northwestern. So there. So
all right, not fooling around.
Somebody get Patty.
You're awesome, Patty. Hey, look, everybody, it's Tom T-Bone Stankus.
Oh my God! Yay!
Hello.
How did we manage this?
Wow.
Very good to have you with us, sir.
Great to be back. Great to be back. Great to be here.
Well, you were just here 4 hours ago. But...
I've been here forever.
Yes.
And I wrote the very first song. Anyway,
that was by Barely Man Enough, right? That
exactly.
You were talking about him earlier.
He had a lobectomy, or actually his was a lobotomy. But
either way.
Gosh.
So
great
here's
to
how
be
it's going
with
to
you
work,
guys.
Tom.
Great to be with you.
Well, very happy to have you. Here's how it works. We're going to play a little intro for you, about 10, 15 seconds. Then you play a song. I have no idea what you're going to play.
Okay.
Then I got to answer it with a song somehow. And then after I do that, you'll play another song. Does that sound good?
Got it.
And we'll disappear.
Here we go.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
Tom T-Bone Stankus.
Yeah.
Well, good to be with you guys. Thank you for inviting me on here, Steve. And my wife was watching the news the other day, and now I'm in my mid-70s. My wife is years younger than me, and she says, "I can't believe it, honey. Look at this. Look at these protesters. They're all your age and up, and they're all old white-haired hippies." I said, "Oh, I know, honey." So today we call them woke. Back then we called them crunchy granolas. This is a song I wrote in the late '70s, a long time ago. It's called Hardcore Granola. I am a hardcore folkie, my friends, they think it's sad. I'm almost pushing 35, I live with mom and dad. My parents, they can't stand me, they say I've gone too far. I guess I really ticked them off this time I wrecked their car. Hardcore granola, just trying to be me. Hardcore granola, as long as rent is free. I got my baby overalls, I got my working boots, I got my red bandana, I'm smoking herbal roots. I'm really into leather, oh, but when it comes to chow, hell, I'm a vegetarian. I won't eat no sacred cow. Hardcore granola, someday I'll get a job. Hardcore granola, another folky slob, yeah. Well, I'm really trying to find myself. I meditate each day. I've got a private guru who tells me he's the way. There's incense on the bedpost to hide the smell of stash. I found myself a bar of soap. Someday I'll take a bath. Hardcore granola, don't mind my greasy hair. Hardcore granola, hell, I stink, but I don't care. Oh, natural. I hate all politicians. I hate the way they look. Nixon down to Carter, hell, they're all a bunch of crooks. And I really hate those police pigs who bust me when they can. But I'll proudly wave the peace sign. I just love my fellow man. Hardcore granola, well, I hope I made my point. Hardcore granola, excuse me, Brad, could you spare a joint?
Yes.
I got a roach clip, baby. Got a roach.
Yes. Wow. Man,
Made
I'm
by
sorry, I'm
Jerry
so blown away.
Samuels.
I forgot to join the meeting. That was great.
Thank you.
You mentioned
don't
quite
deserve
a
that.
number of food items in there, and I'm trying to find my food song. I particularly want to do this food song because my co-writers, Bethany and Bill, are right there with us. And I don't think I've ever done it on this show. I could be wrong, but we're going to give this a try. I'm going to the store for food. Food, 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 Jello, food, 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 meatloaf, food, 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 broccoli, food, food, food. I forgot to make a list. Everybody else is so much more organized than this. I don't know where my glasses are, let alone what I'm gonna want to eat on Thursday. Free samples they keep offering me. I'm picking out all day for free. Toothpicks scattered around so far and wide. Bacon wrapped, teeny weeny, pickled pig, street deep fried. Clean up on aisle 5. There's a Gatorade spill a mile wide. I gotta get across the other side. And all that sugar makes my shoes go. And yes, I wrote down on the lyric here. Why can't all stores be laid out the same? I mean, they all do manage to put the milk way at the back. Produce to the left of me, bakery to the right. Here I am, stuck in the checkout behind a guy writing a check with 5,000 coupons. He's got some coupons, so he'll save on asparagus. Save on asparagus. And also some radishes, but mostly asparagus. Check me out with the scanner. I want to check myself out really fast. I bought bananas that aren't quite right, but scanners hate produce, so I've got to type. Let's see. Bananas are 4011. Please place item out. Please place item on scanner. Please rescan item. Please rescan item. Please rescan item. Please rescan item. Please place item in the bagging area. Please go F yourself. Please insert card. Do not remove card. Do not remove card. Do not remove card. Remove your card now. Remove your card now. If you don't remove your card now, the whole store will explode. Paper or plastic. Paper or plastic. I'll just tuck it in my underwear's elastic. That should hold it tightly. You can't tell me the budget's on. Well, I can't sing this song. That would be body shaming. Say, is that 20 pounds of meat in your pocket? Or are you? I forgot the Fruit Loops. I forgot the ham. I forgot the soda. I forgot the jam. That's enough. All right. Let's do a song from Yes. There's more to that, but I'm messing it all up.
That was so funny.
Ready for another one?
Okay. Just want to let you know, this is my picture window of my home here with the poppy fields in the back here, and I'm so glad, Barry Hansen, I'm so glad you're tuning in today. I can't thank you enough for all the years of putting me on your radio here. So thankful for that. I was going to play a song here. I'm going to play a song called Existential Blues. And I was talking with Steve earlier, and he says, well, we have a formatting situation here. And I said, I'll work with that. But he also mentioned something about Homeland Security. So I have to, try to go within the guidelines here, okay? But I don't want to be deported. But I'm actually going to do for you, I just found a reel-to-reel of the second time I ever performed Existential Blues. Was actually 3 years before Dr. Demento got it, and I recorded it live at a concert at a pub, and back then there was only 3 verses, and it evolved over. By the time it got to Barry hearing it in 1980, it went from 3 minutes to 6 minutes, and then if you see it on YouTube, it's 11 minutes. So it just kept evolving and evolving. But we're going to do the original. This is the original, the way it came out. And so, hey, man, what are you really into, huh? The elusive butterfly has just tiptoed past my door. My buddy likes the Yankees. She says, hey, T-Bone, what's the score? And I say, well, Reggie got 1 and 1 and 3 and 25, 4, 6, 2, 4. Is the left wing really pinko? Colonel Sanders, what a bore. You ask so many questions. What answer should I choose? Is this really Butte, Montana, or just existential blues? The amenities of life have been chasing my soul. My mind is transcendental, and I'm losing all control, and I'm sinking in the quagmire of illusions and throw. I cry out, my name is T-Bone, as a hound dog digs a hole. You ask so many questions, what answer should I choose? Is this Plato's heebie-jeebies, or just existential blues? Sailing, sailing, what is illusion, what is true? Sailing, sailing, us with the red, white, and existential blues. Hey, bomba 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 dang 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 existential blues. You can do as you wobble up existential blues. My blues swayed existential blues. At this particular moment, half the audience is going, "Oh wow, man, I know where he's coming from." The rest are going, "What are they talking about?" Are they all honest people? But according to my Uncle Webster, yes, according to my Uncle Webster, existentialism means pondering one's own individual reality. Actually, see, ladies and gentlemen, I am not here. I am merely a fragment of your weird, twisted, perverted minds. But then, on the other hand, you're not here. You're many fragments of my weird, twisted, perverted mind. Therefore, you see, ladies and gentlemen, none of us exist. You're not here. I'm not here. There's no Zoom. There's not a darn thing. So, thank you very much. Good night. You're not getting off that easy. Some girl with psychic power, she said, "T-Bone, what's your sign?" I blink and answer, "Neon." I thought I'd blow her mind. She's reading Moby Dick by some fruitcake named Herman. She's shopping on an Oculus. Does the Duchess really join him? You ask so many questions. What answer should I choose? Is this really Butte, Montana, or just existential? Really Butte, Montana? Is this Plato's CBGBs? This is heartbreak of psoriasis. Oh. Is this schizoid paranoia? Existential blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Wow.
Thank you.
You know, I figured something out.
Yeah.
We can't afford you, Tom. We can't afford
Yummy bananas.
We can't afford. But I'm going to do this right now. This is when you donate to this show right now. By the way, Janice, thanks. I was kidding earlier, but then Janice donated. So sweet of you, Janice. Now this is everyone else's chance out there. We just had that. That's what we had.
You're pointing at me, but all right.
Was I pointing at the wrong guy?
I'm afraid you were.
Scarecrow.
Not in my thing. I was pointing to. You're right.
Oh well, who knows? Okay. Doesn't matter. Tom, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you performing live anywhere we could find you and see you?
Yeah, well, I got a few shows coming up here. They're all in Connecticut these days. I go out with a duo. A friend of mine, Brian Gilly, plays keyboards, and I'm 76, he's 78, so instead of the Everly Brothers, we call ourselves the Elderly Brothers. And we do 50s and 60s sock hops. So we got a few concerts. May 30th, we're going to be at the Southbury Library at 1 o'clock. They always pack the place. June 6th, I'm going to be at Yalesville Methodist Church, and it's a fundraiser, but they have a good crowd at the church there. I do all my wild stuff and fun stuff. And then the big one coming up, I got two, Seth Thomas Park in Thomaston, Connecticut, June 22nd. We had 200-300 people there last year. That's at 7 p.m. And the last one is another outside concert in Wallingford at Masonic. And it's at 6:15, so that's August 4th. So those are some outside concerts. Most of the
and one more next year at Barry's 86th
6th birthday.
There you go. Now you're talking, Sula. All right, there you go.
Awesome. And can we find all this information on your website?
Yes, TomTBoneStankus.com. So,
right.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. That was wonderful. By the way, if you're 76 and he's 78, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Then you could call yourselves the 154s.
Got all the best ideas.
Get rid of him. I'm tired of him.
Thank you, Tom. We'll edit that out.
Away.
That was great.
Here's what you say.
What we really need right now is a headliner.
Keith, is this you? Yeah, there's Keith gone.
That's Keith's chair, and it's Keith.
Keith was like, I can't. Thanks for dressing up. You just get done working in the dirt, your dirt farms. You just showed right up.
I think he looks very nice.
Where's your
Are you ready, Keith?
I'm ready, man.
Okay, you're going to give us 10 minutes of awesome stand-up, and then when you're done, we'll tell you how great you are. Here we go.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
comedy, guys. How you doing? I should start off like this here. Since I'll just go like this. I want to thank everybody.
Yay! Wow.
I'll be like, I want everybody to know, we're not always thinking about everybody. I would have had a ballroom built also, but nobody wanted to ask me. I don't give a damn. Michelle can't tell me what to do. Okay, now.
Wow.
It's good to be here. Yeah, I used to play Obama back in the days, just because something was going on. But I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I was looking at my beautiful sunset out there and listening to you guys and the music and all, and I was like, wow, this is why we have rap music. Yeah. Damn. Just think though, but some of the things I was like, I've done some shows. I still do some shows in Vegas, so occasionally, and that's why you see me dressed the way I'm dressed right now. It's like I'm dressed really down. So I appreciate, Brad, you get me on this show where I don't have to wear what I normally wear, which is like a black suit, black tie, white shirt. So I like dressing down. I did some shows in Vegas, and I was dressed in my black suit and black tie, and it was at the Bellagio Hotel, matter of fact. And after the show, there was about 3,500 people. I went outside. I was happy. The show was fantastic. And when I got outside, this guy throws his keys to me. And I thought about that. And then I told my mom about that. And she said, it's not theft if it's given to you. So I still wear that suit. I have 3 SUVs, 2 Corvettes, 1 Segway, and a skateboard. So I'm still keeping it. And the thing is, it's like, I like the fact I see people popping on and off, as they're making noise or they're laughing, and that's cool. And I like the fact that you guys have teeth. I like that. I do shows in South Carolina. And, you laugh in the South, you don't get teeth. You just get, and I thought it was at the Comedy House Theater that I did the show. And the next day I go to a store. Have you ever seen a guy? And it was weird. He saw me, I saw him, and we looked at each other, looking at him, looking at me, looking at him, looking at me, looking at him. And I noticed in his hand, he had a bag of sunflower seeds. Have you ever seen a guy with no teeth chew sunflower seeds?
No.
He doesn't. He just massages the seed. And then put them back in the bag. And only reason I know that's sickening. I'm just letting people know, if you ever buy saltless seeds, they're made in South Carolina. That's all. We do everything national here. We don't do anything. We don't outsource anything. We just do it right here. And COVID was very rampant back in 2019, and I thought this was really interesting because no one's ever walked up to me and said, hey, can I help you pay rent or you need anything? No. But if you had a mask on back in the days of COVID, people would actually walk up to you and they don't even know you. Why are you wearing a mask? That's not going to stop you from getting COVID. That's not going to stop you from getting the virus. And if you didn't wear a mask, they would say something to you like, how come you don't wear a mask? You don't care. So I was back in Indiana last month, and I did some shows back there in Indiana, and I had a mask on. And I go to a store and a guy approaches me. He's like, why are you wearing a mask? That's not going to stop you from getting COVID. It's not going to stop you from getting sick. I'm like, the reason I'm wearing a mask, I came in here to rob your ass. This ain't got nothing to do with COVID. So, this is all about identity right now. Because people now, they do this thing where they like, how do you identify? How do you identify? So everybody has this identity thing. This is the first time I've done this. I'm gonna let you guys know I am from a mixed marriage. Yes, my dad's a man and my mother's a woman. So, because I will help anybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter. I will help you. Like example, I saw a lady who had a flat, so I drove to her across the street. I pull up. I said, excuse me, ma'am. She says, let me stop you right there. I don't identify as ma'am. I identify as they. And I kind of looked around like, oh, okay. And then I started going back to my car, and she's like, where you going? I'm like, they can help your ass. And then I drove up.
Oh, yeah.
If they're gonna jump me or not. So you just got to be very careful. Because out here in Phoenix, you see weird things like I think is Brad, you have a Prius. So I mean, I saw this. I saw a smart car on the freeway. Now we know smart cars do not belong on the freeway. I would love to see at some point a minivan pull up next to a smart car and just slide the door open and just pick them up. Stop playing in traffic. You don't belong out there with the real cars. That's what I'm saying. I did a show in Dallas, and I thought I saw a smart car with tinted windows until the black guy got out. Yeah, I said that at a show, and a white guy approached me. He says, I don't feel that joke was funny about the black guy in the smart car. What if he was white? And I said, well, if he was white and it was nighttime, I'd have said, hey, you left your dome light on. And then he had the nerve to tell me, he's like, oh, yeah, so you're just trying to be smart. What if he was Mexican? And I laughed. I'm like, come on, man, you know he stole that car. Because I think about, like, how about this one here? I did a show for Costco. They let me do a corporate show for Costco. So they let me come inside Costco. I don't have a membership. They let me walk around. And I said, let me just walk around and get some material. And I know there's an area in Costco that has, everybody else has large, medium, things like that for pants, for clothes. They have expansion pants. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of it. It's like expansion. They don't use the word large or something like that. But then I go to the pharmacy, and this is where things change. I go to the pharmacy. They had a 40-pack of condoms, a 40-pack for $12.95. Now that's the deal. But on the front of the box, it read family pack. Who's coming in buying a family pack, taking it home? Here's something from my son, here's something from my daughter. Wife tripping sometimes. Let me give her. Shouldn't that be reading anti-family pack? That's what I'm saying. Just some thoughts. And because I'm out here in Arizona, like I know Chicago, Indiana, we got those little small roaches, we carry a little knife or whatever. You got roaches out here, they're so big, they have shoulders. That's when you know. I didn't know. When I moved out here in 83, me and my brother were at a restaurant. We were doing heavy equipment, and we were at a hotel talking to a guy. And all of a sudden, we saw something coming down the stairs. It looked like it was jumping. And I was like, "Woo, what the hell is that?" And the dude said, "Oh, that's an Arizona roach." My brother's like, "I thought that was a little black baby coming down the steps." Have you ever been in your house by yourself and felt the presence of something in your home, but you live alone? Because when you become intuitive, you can actually feel the energy from bugs because you become so in tune. I was in my apartment once and I felt this energy, and the voice in my head said, look over your shoulder. And I just chilled for a moment, and then I hear again, look over your shoulder. And I looked over on the wall with this huge black roach. So I ran, I got a shoe, I came back, I threw the shoe at the roach. Tripped me out. The roach caught the shoe.
Because he had shoulder pads.
Threw it back at me. We fought for like an hour and a half. I don't like roaches. I don't do roaches. Can't stand roaches. So I'm trying to get rid of this thing. I'm moving coffee tables, albums, everything. And I was thinking long and hard, I'm not going to sleep in this apartment with this roach. And then about a half an hour later, it hit me. I remember I had some black friends that used to stay with me, and I remember how I got rid of them. I did that joke in South Carolina. There was a white guy sitting up front with a pen and a pad, and he was like, How did you get rid of them? So I never finished that joke. So, because I mean, it's like you see things, and I know, Brad, you do cruise ships. I do cruise ships, and now I like to keep it honest. I do Norwegian cruise lines, and sometimes I've written on Carnival cruise lines. Now, I did a Norwegian. When I do Norwegian, I went down and there's the club, and I went down there to see where the club was. Now I walk in and I see all the white people were dancing. I was like, okay, they're dancing. I stood there for like 3 or 4 minutes. I had to leave because nobody was on rhythm, so I got seasick. So I left. So I go get when I was on a Carnival cruise, I'm on the 17th floor and I'm looking down on the deck, and I'm looking and I got nervous because I thought all these black people were rowing. I didn't know they were doing the electric slide. I was like, when did Carnival get a slave ship with music? Okay. But, and then it comes to that point where, you go to churches. And I don't mind going to churches. Churches just tend to have this thing. Lately, they've changed. It's like you go to church, they have an ATM. And then once you get inside, they got Venmo. They got Zelle. They got PayPal. They have Apple Pay. The pastor walking by me, he's like, are you going to donate? You're going to give an offering? I'm like, all I got is a credit card. He's like, I got Square. I'm like, damn. So, because, I'm old school. You have the Bible in your hand. You hold the Bible. And he was using the tablet. He's like, we're going to read from 2 Corinthians. And I'm like, I don't know if he's on Facebook poking people. I don't know what he's doing. So he looks out at the lady in the front and says, can you go ahead and read from 2 Corinthians? My tablet froze up. And my first thought was, if you ain't got a good connection on your tablet, you ain't got a good connection with God. So I left that church. And you've seen my bus. I've shown you the picture of the bus. So, I'm very, like, sometimes it pisses me off because sometimes I'll go on a Sunday or something, and I'll go take the bus somewhere, go to a store or something. And then next thing I know, I'll come back and all these elderly people standing in line waiting to get on. I'm like, no, this is not the senior bus. Because they're like, we got a black driver. I'm like, no, I'm not him. I'm not the one. So. Just me sharing some of my thoughts. And I thought about this. If there's anybody who has, like, people who have cats and dogs, where does a dog belong? Indoors or outdoors?
Both.
Indoors.
Arizona, I'll give you that, indoors. But no, they belong outdoors, because if somebody tries to break into your house, he starts barking. So he pre-warns you to let you know somebody's out there. You load up. Okay. But if you both sitting in the house and then you both hear noise, you're like, what was that? He's like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. And you're like, go check it out. He's like, I'm not going to go check it out. See, now if they get in the house, they kill both of you. Like, I tried. He's like, me too. You dead. And where's the cat? The cat's on the mantelpiece licking his stuff. Like, see, that's why I don't get involved. I'm not stupid like the dog. That's why cats got 9 lives. See, you got killed, and it's like, if you have a dog, you got your dog. This is the sad part. I worked a lot of jobs. If you die in your home and you live alone, your dog will lay next to you. He's so loyal, he will not go get anything to eat. He will lay there. Give him 3 days, he will die too from starvation. If you have a cat and you die, he will eat your eyes and your tongue. That's what a cat does. So as an example, if you have cats, you ever notice when you wake up in the morning, the cat's in your face?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know why the cat is in your face? Because he wants to see if you breathe it. Because the minute you open your eyes, that's when the cat's like, oh, damn it, I'm ready. I was ready for you. A cat. If a cat brings you anything that's dead, you think that's cute. You ever notice a cat will not take anything dead to its kittens, but he will bring you something dead. You know why? Because he's trying to give you something to say, like, why don't you die? Why don't you just do like this? I'm just saying, a cat is, anyway, a cat, if something happens to you in your home, you know what a cat is? Nothing but a witness. That's all a cat is a witness. He doesn't do anything. And the reason I bring it up, because at one point when I was married, my wife had a red Doberman Pinscher. She trained that dog so well, when she said, what was that? It would actually check the perimeter of the house. She would say, what was that? It would check another window. Just listening. What was that? It would check another window. Then she would say kitchen. It would actually step behind the threshold in the kitchen. And I started thinking, man, if I was a dog, I'd still be married. Untrainable. So the dog started barking too much. I'm like, end it slow right here. The dog started barking too much. So what does she do? She puts a bark collar on the dog. He's not my dog, and we're not getting along too well anyway, so I can't tell her what to do. So here we are. We're telling she's got this dog, and she's put this bark collar on him. Every time he barks, he's getting shot. He's getting shot. He's getting shot. And now, 4 months later, we have a dog that does not bark. And that's what's happened. This is what happened. We're both laying in bed. Somebody broke into our house. Next thing you know, the dog runs upstairs. I'm laying in bed. We both passed out. The dog hits my arm. I wake up. I look at the dog. I'm playing with him like, hey, boy, how you doing? He's like, and I don't know what's going on. I'm still playing with him. And he's like, somebody in the house, he's like, I reached over to wake her up. I had my hand almost on top of hers. Right when I got ready to grab her, he grabbed me with his paw like, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. It's like, so now, as me and the dog are sneaking off, the sad part, we're not married anymore, but I do still have the dog. Guys, that's my time. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Keith Ellis.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Controversial. Good job.
But always whimsical.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Back to the dust. Back to the Dust Bowl of Arizona. Everybody,
thank you, Keith.
Time to donate.
On weekends, they call me Sheriff Bart, so I want to make sure that we keep Blazing Saddle alive.
That's good. That's good.
Somebody better go get us something loaded dimes.
He's gonna get it. That's fantastic. Are you working at all, or are you just taking off right now?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm just chilling. This is what I do other than my shows. But I spend my
shows.
time.
What show are you doing? Shows?
Oh yeah, I'm doing shows. I have some shows out in Palm Springs next week. Some shows out there, then probably down in Tucson. I look forward. Hopefully, I get some more AFE tours in October and November.
Hey,
but I want to get back on the cruise ships so I can catch up with you.
So get back on the cruise ships.
Yeah.
It's either that or drive to Bowling Green.
No, I have no agent.
Well, did you send in your avails to Carnival?
I sent my avails to Norwegian, and they're like, we don't have enough information on you. I'm like, I did for 2 years. I did. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Are you on the roster for Carnival?
No, because I sent to Lizette, I think, and never heard anything back.
Okay, we're gonna talk for a
fix
second.
this.
I want to look at something. You guys talk for a second.
Okay.
How about if we do this after the show?
Nope. We're doing it right freaking now.
Bob seems to think we should do this after the show.
No, hold on. It's just gonna take a second. I'm gonna see if you're on the roster. So, Keith.
There's nothing but the bedrock of entertainment here. Meanwhile, I'm going to do my taxes.
You're not on the roster. So you've got to get a hold of. All right, get rid of him. He's not on the roster.
I'm going to keep him and get rid of you. All right.
Okay, that's
thanks,
a good
Keith.
plan.
That was awesome, buddy. Thank you very much.
Good job, Keith.
Okay,
Thank you, Steve.
Talk to Keith.
It's time for the next thing, and the next thing is this, which is the next thing.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Oh, man. Often there's a reason, even though it says there's no reason. And tonight there's really a reason because, as you may or may not know, our good friend Dr. Demento is with us right now. Barrett Hansen, thank you for tuning in. And his show ended back in October of 2025. And I would like to play the first song that he ever aired of mine. Back in July of 2001. That's what it was. And I would like to play that song, but I can't because I didn't practice it. So I would like to play the song that he played second of mine, which it was on my birthday, November 4th, 2001. It was my first entry into the top 10. And look where it got me now. I get to do this every week with Brad Tassell. Here we go. And Burpo helped me with this a lot. till Hagrid intervened. Now he ain't got no parents, they were killed when he was small. That messed up left behind kid sure plays a mean Quidditch ball. He's a Quidditch ball wizard, he has to find the Stitch. Quidditch ball wizard, he's a speedy son of a witch. I'll stop there, that's enough. Thank you for tuning in, Brad. And now it's time for Brad to beg for money.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Hey, and that song, Steve, in August is going to play that every night for 2 weeks. Probably. Don't we do that? That's part of the show, isn't it? Anyway, and also Elizabeth, thank you. We got Janice and Elizabeth. So the tote board's up if you want to donate.
Let's make them phones ring.
Let's make those phones ring. That tip jar jangle, more cowbell, as they say. ComedyShow.com and donate to this show because it looks like Patty's oldest son's going into theater, so she needs a lot of money because he's moving.
Yes, please.
Looks like he's moving back to the house, trying to go into theater, and maybe he's going to join Second City. Nobody knows.
It could be worse. He could be a musician.
That's right.
Don't mean to give him any ideas.
Could be a bass player. That could be bad.
I said musician.
You're right. I'm sorry. you know the band's breaking up with the drummer writes a song. So anyway, go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate to the show because Tom sent me a thing. He wants $370.
Wow.
The show, which is 10% of what he usually makes. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, donate to the show, click donate to the comedians. And as I always say, we split everything 50-50. I give everybody 50 and I take 50. No, we split it up evenly between all the comedians, even though Steve and I pay for everything. So we're dumb is what we are. We're stupid. So
it's a write-off.
Yes. Oh no. I write off. Yes. Oh my God. So anyway, do that. Finish the show. Let's get
okay. It's time for the worst joke of the week, and it's always hard to pick.
Worst joke. Worst joke.
Worst joke.
Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
Trump's approval rating hit a new low. More than 62% of people saying Trump is failing in every aspect of leadership. What's wrong with the other 38? I don't know. In some areas, like the war and the economy, Trump has more than a 75% negative rating. Caroline Levitt put a positive spin saying, if it goes down another 525%, it'll be the same as drug prices. Good night,
everybody. That's a math joke. Good night, everybody.
Math joke. No
Hey, that was the virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know. Like Brad thinks his microwave is much too slow. Yep, that's what you get when you watch this show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We hope you enjoyed the virtual comedy show. You don't have to dress up, no. You can be like Brad and go commando. Every Monday it's the virtual comedy show. See you Monday at the virtual comedy show. It's at www.virtualcomedyshow.com.